Es Bambinita.
Bambini, Bambini. Come on, little children, it's Bambini. Come, let's learn in various fun. It's an educational TV show.
Hi Bambini kids and parents, I welcome you all once again to our Bambini Healthy Lifestyle series, and I am Aurelia Kote. We are going to be continuing our series of our eye-related diseases, and I know our Bambini kids at home and their friends and even relatives have experienced Apollo before, and you all are wondering how you got infected. Don't worry, because today we are going to be talking about Apollo with our doctor for the day. Hello doc, please before we start, can you give us a brief background about yourself?
Okay, so my name is Dr. Edu Daniel. I work with Daylight Care Vision Center and I'm an optometrist. But today I'm sitting in for Dr. Obinya.
Doc Daniel, please, our Bambini kids at home and me myself want to know where the name Apollo came from.
So the name Apollo was coined in 1970s. So there was a US spacecraft that went to the moon. And when it went to the moon, there was a lot of dust. And people think that the dust is what caused Apollo. So that's how we got the name Apollo.
Apollo. Wow. Doc, please, what is Apollo?
Alright, so Apollo is one type of conjunctivitis, and last week we dealt with allergic conjunctivitis, which is one of the types of conjunctivitis. So what Apollo is, the actual name is acute hemorrhagic conjunctivitis. It's a mouthful, so we'll go with Apollo like that. Apollo is better.
Yes.
Right. So conjunctivitis is inflammation on the conjunctiva, and the conjunctiva is a colorless structure that is lining the top of the eye.
Yes.
And so when you get an inflammation, then we call it Apollo. We call it conjunctivitis.
Okay. Please, what is the most common cause of Apollo?
Alright, so actually Apollo is caused by a virus, an enterovirus. But just like any other conjunctivitis anybody will get, most of conjunctivitis are caused by either allergies, bacteria, viruses, and these are things that are in the air. So the virus that causes common cold can give you Apollo. And there's bacteria everywhere, and these also can give you conjunctivitis. So.
Okay. Please, can someone with Apollo use an antibiotic eye drop to cure Apollo?
Alright, so I need to talk about one or two things before I answer that question.
Okay.
So in Apollo, some of the signs, have you had Apollo before?
I don't
know.
remember. Yes.
So some of the signs and symptoms of Apollo are redness. So all of a sudden you wake up one morning and your eyes are red, like they are burning red.
Yes.
They are so red it seems as if there's blood on the eye. So that's why they call it hemorrhagic. So hemorrhagic means it's like blood on the eye.
Okay.
So that's where the name is coming from.
Okay.
So redness is one. Discharges, so it's like something sticky on the eye. You can barely open the eye.
Okay.
That's another symptom of it. Some people are light sensitive, so when they come out in the sun seems a bit too much. They have to bend their head down. They can't really open their eyes too much. So,
like me.
like you, yes. Sometimes some people can't see clearly. So, and most of the times they're not seeing clearly is because of the discharges and the tearing that is going on the eye. So these are some signs and symptoms that people with Apollo get, and then we see. So some of the treatment measures include antibiotics.
Okay.
Another treatment measure also includes washing the eye with clean water, just water, no salt.
Okay.
No salt, just water. So So washing the eye with water also helps a lot. You have to clean the discharges from the eye, and then it also gives, especially when the water is cold, it gives some soothing effects to your discomforts. So I wouldn't advise anybody to just go to the pharmacy and go and buy an antibiotic, because there are a lot of antibiotics in the world.
Okay.
And you need a specialist to see, and first of all, to be able to tell that what you have is Apollo, because there are different types of conjunctivitis.
Yes, yes.
And there are appropriate medication will be given to you.
Okay. My Bambini kids at home, please, as you heard from Doc, he said you should go to a specialist to check if you truly have Apollo, because there are many types of conjunctivitis. So Doc, please, how long does Apollo last?
It differs from one person to another. So Apollo can take as much as 2 weeks and as little as 2-3 days. So it depends on everybody and their immunity. So it depends on who the person is, how much infection the person has, and a few other details.
Okay. Doc Daniel, please, thank you for giving us a brief background about Apollo. And my Bambini kids at home, please, if you want to ask Doc Daniel more and more questions, you can contact him on 054 3287 008 or 0266 462080. I repeat, 054 3287 008 or 0266 462080. Back to you, Doc. Please, why is Apollo worse at night?
Actually, it is not really worse at night.
Okay.
It's actually worse in the morning.
In the morning.
So let's say overnight, because one of the biggest signs and symptoms is discharges. And so when people wake up, it's hard for them to open their eyes. And another symptom or sign we said was light sensitivity.
Yes,
so when you open
yes.
your eyes and the light hits you, it's a bit too much for you usually
Yes.
when you wake up. So usually it's more overnight than at the night or in the night.
Okay. Doc, please, how is Apollo transmitted?
Alright, so that's one of the problems with Apollo, that it's communicable. So you can easily get it when I have it. And so once you share anything with an infected person, there's a high likelihood that you get Apollo. So from towels to sharing the same space, doorknobs, if you're in class, you share pens, pencils, all these things, once you share with somebody who has Apollo, there's a high likelihood that you can contract the disease.
Okay. So my many kids at home, you're not hearing it from you, you're hearing it from our own Doc Daniel. So Doc, please, why do people normally wear dark glasses when they have Apollo?
Why do you think people wear glasses?
Because you said when they wake, Apollo is worse in the morning. So sometimes when they wake up, when they open their eyes, the light is too heavy for them or plenty for them. So maybe they wear it to prevent more light.
Yeah. So some people can't bear the light when they have Apollo, so they wear it.
Then I'm right.
Yeah, you're right. A lot of people wear the glasses also because they don't want everybody to see that they have Apollo. Because I'm sure if you figure out that I have Apollo, you're going to move away from me, and so
that's the stigmatization.
But it's also trying to prevent you from getting Apollo. So I guess it's all in the
Okay. Doc, please, can I go to school, play with my friends, and live a normal life if I have Apollo?
You can live a normal life. It is not life-threatening, but because people can easily get Apollo when you have it, usually we advise that you stay away from school, because in school you are definitely going to share pencils and pens. You are sitting on the same desk with other classmates. You are going to play, and before you know, half of the school have Apollo. So usually the best is to stay home and treat yourself. When you're fine, you can go back to school.
Okay. So my Bambini kids, once again, please, I beg you, it's not like Apollo is stopping you from going to school. You must be at home, treat your Apollo, and get back to school, and play with your friends and do everything you want. So Doc, please, do you have a prescribed medicine for Apollo?
There are treatment measures for Apollo. Antibiotics is one of them. But these are things that usually we leave to the specialists, because the biggest issue is identifying if you do have Apollo.
Okay.
Because there are lots of conjunctivitis look like each other, and sometimes you need an optometrist to tell you that this is Apollo. And when they do, they give you all the right treatment measures for Apollo. Because, for example, washing your eye with cold water does a lot of wonders for you when you have Apollo.
Yes. Doc Obin said it in the other episode. Yes. So Doc, please, how do a person with Apollo know that he or she no longer has Apollo?
Alright. So if you've had Apollo before, this is the easiest question amongst all the questions, because the first night you wake up and open your eyes and there's nothing sticky on your eye, you can tell yourself that, oh yes, your Apollo is gone. Because sometimes it can make your eyes so heavy, it's unbearable, and once all those symptoms go away, you can start telling yourself that, okay, it's gone. But the best way to do that is, usually when you go for your review after you've been diagnosed in the clinic, they'll give you a review date. So come and see me, let's say, in a week's time.
Yes.
So usually when you do your review, the doctor will look at all the signs and symptoms and then be able to tell you that, oh, the Apollo is gone, so now live a free life.
Okay. So Doc, please, how can I get rid of Apollo as soon as possible?
Alright, so for anything that you have, any disease that you have, there's no magic. And what is good for the goose may not be good for the gander. So there's no specific time to get rid of it, but there are some few home remedies that you can do. And the best home remedy is, I'm asking, what's the best home remedy? Washing your eyes.
Okay, this one there, I got it wrong.
So actually, I leave again so that you get it right.
Okay.
So I'm doing that part again.
Okay.
Alright. What's the question again? How do you get rid of it fast?
Yes.
So there's no timeline to how to get rid of it fast, but the best thing you can do are some few home remedies, and the best home remedy is
washing your eyes with cold, clean water.
Yes. So washing your eyes with cold, clean water is one of the best remedies that you can have for yourself when you get Apollo. And so the more you do it, you are taking away the discharges, and you are also soothing the heaviness that the Apollo comes with, along with the medications that the doctor will give.
Okay. Please, can Apollo make you blind?
So yes and no.
Yes and no. Why?
So no, in the sense of, if you go to the right place and they diagnose it rightly and they treat it rightly, no. But if you don't take the right medication, if you just happen to hear about a folk tale that when you get Apollo, use sand, use anything, all those stories.
Yes.
So if you just follow all these stories that people say, and then you just put it on the eye, you may complicate the Apollo. Because Apollo can easily be treated by any optometrist. So if you go through the right measures, no, there's no way you're going to get blind from Apollo.
Okay. My Bambini kids at home, that's all for today. But Doc Daniel, please, before you leave, what are your messages for my Bambini kids at home?
So my message is, they say the eyes are the key to the soul, I guess. So take care of your eyes very well. If you have any problem with your eyes, just tell your mom so that they take you to an optometrist and have your eyes examined. And cold water on the eyes, that's a lot of work.
Yes, yes. Thank you, Doc Daniel, for your time, and God richly bless you. Thank you, Bambini Kids, also for your time, and you are doing really, really good. I am your host, Aurelia Quote, and don't forget to follow me on my social media handles, Facebook at Aurelia, Instagram and Twitter at StoneGirl2, and YouTube at StoneGirl Official. And don't forget to follow Dr. Daniel. Please, do you have social media handles?
Follow Ted I Care Mission Center.
Okay. So as you heard him, he said follow Ted I Care and Vision Center on all the social media handles. And don't forget Bambini. Yes. So bye-bye. And Doc, please help me say bye-bye. Bye-bye.